Afterwards, I realized like, oh, everybody had already known about this. Everybody who was on social, TikTok already knew about this. I'm just late to the game. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. I contemplated for a while whether I was going to create this video because we are several weeks behind, but I just don't see myself trying so much new makeup every month that I'm going to have a monthly favorites makeup video. So why don't we just talk about 2025 favorites, even though we're into the month of February now. If makeup was released today, yesterday, or 5 years ago, if the formula is good, it's always going to be good, right? So on that note, I'm going to talk about all my favorite makeup that I tried in 2025. Some of them were launched last year, but I think most of these were launched prior to that, so they're just really new to me, and I love them. I keep going back to them, so I feel like they deserve a spot in this video. Starting off first, I'm going to talk about these Sun Tone Bronzing Drops from Westman Atelier. I just love that they're matte and they're very malleable. I can apply them underneath makeup, on top of all my makeup, use a finger to go in and blend, or use a brush or a sponge, whatever your applicator you prefer. These just work beautifully. They're very easy to work with, and they're matte. So they're liquid and matte, making it extra malleable, and that's why I really do love these. So I have these in the shade 1 and 2. I'll show you quickly here what they look like. I have a dedicated video for these as well, so you can have a look if you'd like. And I'll just add some on my cheek. Actually, I don't have any bronzer on right now, to just show you. First of all, it's light, so it's easy to blend right in. But even if I were to use something deeper like this is 2. It looks very natural. I'm gonna actually just do that, deepen this here. So again, it's very, very subtle. Of course, I can add a bit more. You can just see there's a little bit more shading here compared to this side. And I'm just applying this on top of my makeup. Very easy to work with. So that's why these are my favorites from last year. And then next I have something I got from the 2025 Beautylish Lucky Bag. This is the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. Beautiful palette. It's not what I have on my eyes today, although I might be able to create a slightly warmer but similar look using perhaps this shade and this shade here. This might be a light beige shade, and then apply these two on top. So deeper, warmer, but kind of similar vibe as what I have on. Beautiful. It has a good mix of matte shades. You can play with, kind of build the texture and dimension in your look, and then you can top it with these just beautiful, but kind of uncommon glitter shades. These are not typical shades you would find in, you know, a Dior or Chanel eyeshadow quad or quint. So I really do enjoy this palette. I was really surprised how wearable it is. I didn't have to wait for a special occasion or wear a certain color outfit to match. Obviously I could, but I didn't need to. I thought that this was really wearable, and it's just beautiful. I didn't realize how much I love green tones, both cool and warm, before I got this palette, but this really proved the point that I enjoy different shades of green, swampy green, army green, etc. And the next I have here is the YSL blushes. Well, I only actually got one. This is in the shade 42 Baby Doll. These blushes are made in Italy. It's what I have on my cheeks today. It's not the only blush I have on. The other product I have on is also on this list, and I'll talk about that in just a moment here. But it's what I have on top since it's powder. And it's the perfect like bubbly Barbie pink that either elevates your look to a level of being kind of playful, or when you use it during spring and summer, it just kind of goes with the seasonal vibe, if you will. And the other blush product I am using today is from Danessa Myrics. I also got this from the Beautylish Lucky Bag from 2025. This is Rosé and Brunch. This looks like it's really used, but my son actually got into it and was dabbing it with a brush. I do use this semi-often, but it's not, you know, it's not that used up, but it looks like it does stand well against the test of time. Of course, with these more creamy products that come in a pod, if it dries on top, you can always wipe it off, scrape it off, and just use what's underneath. and usually it's fine unless it's expired. But I have that on top of my foundation before finishing powder and before this blush. It's just to give me an overall flush underneath. And it allows me to just layer something on top if I wanted to. If I'm into a very light blush day, then I just might have this on and nothing else. But again, that's very, very light. So it just depends what you're going for. This is not only a blush. I took some research to find that out, but you can use it on your lips and on your eyes as well. Next, I have these crayons, lipstick crayons from Ilia, and I picked up 2 shades. I got this from a curated Sephora holiday set, and I love it. I love that I have a 3rd shade now. What I'm going to do actually is to show you how I like using these crayons. This is a matte finish, and you can apply it all over the lips, being that it's a lipstick crayon, but I actually like to use it as a lip pencil. So I can do that, and I have enough color, or this will be my base, if you will, and then I'll go ahead and apply a lipstick on top of that. This is a Kosas lipstick in the shade Fantasy Life, and I do like these lipsticks as well. So I have some definition of my lips from this crayon here, and then I put lipstick on top. I don't use these all over the lips because they can be a bit drying since they're matte finish, despite the name. It's called Hydrating, I think, Lip Crayon, Lip Sketch Crayon. And it just doesn't really compare to a satin lipstick that's like buttery, creamy, or glosses, for example. So that's why I like to use it either as a pencil or just very sparingly if I want a little bit of color and I'm going light on makeup. The shade that I just used now is called Pampas, and just put it on my hand. The 2 shades I have here is Pink Door, and this deeper berry, is it a wine or a berry shade? Genre. That's the deepest out of the 3. And the Kosas lipstick, Fantasy Life, as you can see on my lips, and I have another one. Really enjoy these. Beach House. They remind me of Wayne Goss's lipsticks when he first launched them. And some of the more neutral, lighter shades just really remind me of his lipsticks. And I do miss his lipsticks, and that's why I picked up a few of these. And it gave me a chance to try another brand's lipstick product, and I've been reaching for these. I have a 3rd shade. Oh, right here, I can show you. So Sugar High is the 3rd shade that I have. It's a nude beige, kind of wash you out type of color, but I like to pair it with a dramatic eye look, or an eye look that I just want to pop more. And if I find that it is too light, too nude, then I'll mix it with, I can mix it with Beach House. This shade here, I can mix it with really anything that'll give me a little bit more color to get the shade that I have in mind. So I do like that versatility. And they do stay on well throughout the day. You do need to reapply after eating, drinking, but generally they're pretty hydrating as well. I don't necessarily need a lip balm underneath. It's better with lip balm, but without it is fine as well. We're more than halfway through the video. I have a couple of items left. Next is going to be the Kosas Dream Beam in SPF Broad Spectrum 40. It's what I have on underneath my makeup. It gives me a little bit of that added glow plus sun protection, which I really enjoy. The foundation I've been using recently does not have SPF, so I do need SPF underneath. And that added glow is really nice. I also like this applicator because I can just do that on my face and then go in. I don't need to put my finger on this, which I prefer not to. So let me just show you the product. You can wear it by itself or underneath foundation. And let me blend it out. So this is what it looks like. You can see that glisten, that glow. It's really, really beautiful. Yes, you can wear it by itself or underneath makeup. I have been using it underneath makeup, underneath foundation. It plays really well with the different type of foundations I've been using. And so it's just really nice. I do plan to get a full size after I finish this. And speaking of foundation, this has been my favorite foundation from last year that I'm still wearing well into the new year, 2026 here. This is from Poom, a indie company. And they recently, I believe, or they're about to add a new shade. Because it's an indie company, they're just, I believe there's only 4 shades right now. They're adding a 5th one. I am shade 200. I'm shade 200. All of them, all the shades are neutral undertones, and I'm neutral undertones, so it's a great fit for me. It's what I've been using. It's buildable to full coverage. It's formulated so that it won't clog your pores. The founder has avoided all ingredients that irritated her skin when she, before creating this foundation, she was using other brands. Because it doesn't have SPF, that is why I pair it with something, or I have to pair it with something that has SPF. Okay, we're down to the last 2 items. These are wonderful lip products. I have the Kulfi. I didn't realize that this is a viral lip product on TikTok for Lassie lips. This is a lip stain, and this is in the shade Rose. It's unscented, and a little goes a long ways. You can just do that, or you can put your lips together, and you can see the staining effect. But it feels hydrating like a lip balm. Once it settles, it is hydrating like a lip balm. And I do not feel like I need to wipe it off to reapply, unlike maybe some other lip products or lip stains. I just reapply because it's like reapplying lip balm. The only thing I would note is to not over apply depending on the kind of pigment, how deep you want the shade to be. This is a beautiful product. I discovered it late in 2025, but I've certainly loved it because it's so different. And then soon afterwards, I realized like, oh, everybody had already known about this. Everybody who was on social, TikTok already knew about this. I'm just late to the game. This is Kulfi. They're lip stain. For the last product, this is from Merit Beauty. It is their lip blush in the shade Archival. At the time when I got this lipstick, they only had Archival available in a set of 3 products, so you couldn't even purchase it separately. However, good news, they are launching the whole lipstick line of this blush finish line. So it's a sheer matte finish. Isn't it beautiful? Instantly, you get the effect of your lips, but better. Depending on how much you put on my lips, it even looks like I don't have lipstick on, just depending on how much I put on. So a light application. What I've done too is put on a normal application. So I do look like I have lipsticks. And then as I eat or drink, you know, more of it comes off, or I dab some off and I don't reapply. It really looks like I have beautiful pink rosy lips, and I don't have any lipstick on except lip balm. It's amazing. I love this. I think between Kulfi and this lip blush, I feel very spoiled for having both, but this is gonna be my favorite. In this new launch that's coming soon in the beginning of February, they're going to have, I think, 8 shades total. I fully intend to get more of them and do a full review of them. So excited. But by the time this video comes out and they've launched it, I'll definitely have a link below so you guys can check it out. So these are my favorites from 2025. I didn't get to try a lot of makeup last year, unlike previous years, but I felt like whatever I did get to try, it was time well spent, and I enjoyed a lot of the products. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know below if you've tried any of these products yourself, or you have some recommendations for me. If you've watched this video to the end and you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell to get notified every time new content is launched. Thank you. Bye.